Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. And today, in this video, on this commentary, we are talking about two things that seem to go hand in hand with both the industry and the gaming community as a whole. And those two things are hypocrisy and first-person shooters. Now, where does this tie in with the games industry? Well, let's start with the obvious. They keep making FPSs, and yet, time after time, developers and publishers, the game industry as a whole, keep saying they want to give us new and unique and innovative experiences. Here's another first-person shooter. And there lies the hypocrisy with the industry. They keep telling us, we keep being told that we're going to be getting something new, that they have new, innovative, original, brand new games on the horizon, and yet we keep getting new additions to the FPS genre. The FPS genre, while I love it, I don't want it to go away. I'm still excited for some FPSs that are coming out. For instance, I'm excited for Evolve. Evolve looks awesome. It's a combination of a third-person action game and a first-person shooter. Destiny, if it ever comes to PC, please Bungie, for the love of God, you wouldn't give us Halo, at least give us Destiny. If that ever comes to a PC, it looks like a real fun first-person shooter I would pick up. Borderlands the pre-sequel, it's more Borderlands, and Borderlands is awesome. So yeah, there are still new first-person shooters coming out that I'm excited for, and I'm sure would be fun to play. I'm sure those games are going to be great, nothing wrong with them, spectacular first-person shooters. However, doesn't matter how good the first-person shooter is, people are tired of first-person shooters, and yet we are still getting them. Now, most people, if not all people, almost all people, blame the industry. They blame the devs and they blame the publishers for just making first-person shooter after first-person shooter. But here, in this video, in this very moment, I'm going to reveal to you who is behind this. Who is responsible for the constant production of first-person shooters in the gaming market. You want to know who? You want to know who's responsible for the constant pumping out of FPSs? The culprit is you. The gaming community. The gaming community constantly blames the industry for the constant creation and constant release of new first-person shooters. But do you want to know why? You want to know why? 'Cause you keep buying them. FPSs are still one of, if not the most popular game genre out there. And why is that? 'Cause you won't stop buying Call of Duty. As long as Call of Duty is the #1 selling video game of all time, and the #1 most popular FPS game, the #1 most popular video game on YouTube, Twitch, if it's the most played, if it's the most reviewed, if it's the most bought, if an FPS, if a first-person shooter is the game that is held with the highest regard and has the most popularity and the most attention, guess the hell what? They're gonna keep making first-person shooters, 'cause you keep buying them. You want the game industry to move on and make some more variety. You want them to stop constantly making the big budget games, the AAA blockbusters, first-person shooters. Vote with your wallet, not your words. Companies, publishers, don't give a damn about their words. They couldn't care less. They have shareholders to appease. You want to make a difference? Don't buy Call of Duty this year. Honestly, Advanced Warfare is looking pretty good, even though it's not Call of Duty. It's completely changed the formula of what makes COD, and it's not Call of Duty. It still looks like a good first-person shooter, it just doesn't look like a good Call of Duty game. And while I actually would recommend Advanced Warfare because it is looking good, if you don't want the industry to keep making FPS after FPS, then don't buy them. Don't buy COD. At least don't buy them at release, because release day sales are what matter most to them. So, if you want the new Call of Duty, don't buy it at release. Don't even buy it within the first month of its release. Wait a month or two, or at least wait for the price to drop. Don't spend another full $60 on another FPS if you don't want FPSs to be the dominating genre in the game industry. Vote with your wallet, not your YouTube comments, because I guarantee EA, Activision, they don't give a damn. If you want to make a difference in the game industry, if you want FPSs to not be so mainstream, if you don't want them to be the dominating genre, buy other games or don't buy the latest release of COD. Because guess what? Publishers, they look at what's most successful, and when they see that an FPS, a multiplayer-focused FPS with a very linear, set-piece-focused campaign is the best-selling game of all time, they're gonna try and emulate that. If you don't want that, if you don't want FPSs to keep coming out and emulating COD and doing what's most successful, then don't make COD successful. I don't know why this is so hard to understand. It's not the industry's fault they keep making FPS after FPS. They're trying to make money. They're trying to give gamers what they want. They see, oh, Call of Duty is the best-selling video game of all time, and it's a first-person shooter. Man, gamers must really want first-person shooters like COD, so let's make them. That is how this works. That is how this goes. I can't tell you how many video game developers have wanted to develop the game of their dreams, but can't, because they have to appease shareholders who are keeping their company afloat. So what do? They stick to what's popular, and they go making the big blockbuster action-packed FPS. They don't want to be making that. I'm sure they'd rather make something else, but they have to make money, and these games sell because you keep buying them. It really is this simple. There is no conspiracy. There is no plot against the gaming community by the game industry. The game industry is simply reacting to what the gaming community gives the most attention to and what spends the most money on, which is COD, which is a first-person shooter. So, if you want the industry to change, stop buying FPSs on release day on full price. It's really as simple as that. This has been the Gamertron. I hope you enjoyed this video, this commentary. If you agreed with me, did you disagree with me? What did you think? What do you think of this subject? What do you think of the topic? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading comments and the opinions of others in response to mine. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and help support it. If you want to support me directly, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep up to date with upcoming videos. This has been the Gamertron, and I'll see you guys later.